Hello, this is Lady Boulay, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, and thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. Well, today's topic is just very hilarious to me. I know you've heard, because it's being talked about everywhere, that Scott Adams, who is the creator of the Dilbert cartoon character, has been dropped from the newspapers that have been carrying his series. He said, Dilbert has been canceled from all newspapers, websites, calendars, and books because I gave some advice everyone agreed with. My syndication partner canceled me. This is what he tweeted. So I guess his white privilege ran out. And so this question just keeps popping up in my head. Why are these white people all of a sudden getting in trouble and losing their jobs for making these unnecessary, off-the-wall, racist comments about black people? And just like that, the answer popped up in my head. It said, well, they've always been doing this, but they just haven't been caught, or they've been saying these things around people who think like they do, and there have not been any consequences. Now, all of a sudden, somebody decided there needs to be consequences for all of these racist remarks. So that's why Scott Adams is in trouble. So here is the context. Rasmussen did a poll asking the question, is it okay to be white? And 72% of the people responding said it was okay to be white. 53% of the black people said it was okay to be white. 26% of black people said it wasn't okay to be white. And 21% of black people said they didn't know. And on the basis of that, he went off on a rant. He was mad because almost 50%, he said, of black people said it was not okay to be white. So that's what brought all of this about. Now, first of all, that is a dumb question. What kind of question is that? Is it okay to be white? So this man, Scott Adams, took exception to that and got mad and went on a tantrum because he said almost half of black people said it was not okay to be white. Y'all. People can say, it's like they say, you can't make this up. Why in the world would he get mad about what black people think? What did he think black people were going to say? Now, this is indicative of a white person who really needs to get in touch with American history and really study American history and what it has meant to black people. It could be that he has spent so much of his life creating fictional characters, cartoon characters, and unreal situations that he may not be aware that there are people in the United States of America whose experiences have been quite different from his. So maybe he should go to a library and get somebody to help him to find some books on American history, specifically slavery in America. And maybe he needs to read the 1619 Project and watch that series on TV. And maybe that would give him a better idea as to why black people might feel the way they feel about white people. And even as it were, 53% of black people said it was okay to be white. So I don't even know what this gripe is all about. So this is a sign of somebody who actually doesn't know American history, and America should do something about teaching the history. Why would black people of all, and they singled black people out to ask if it was okay to be white. So you know it was a provocative thing to do, but it's a stupid question. He's upset because the descendants of slavery might have an issue with people being white. Now there are those who get upset because they say we always bring slavery into everything. But everything goes back to slavery. Black people were held enslaved in this country for 246 years of legalized government-sanctioned slavery. And then another 100 years or so of Jim Crow slavery, which was the same. And he thinks that black people are going to have the most positive response to a question like that. Black people are trying to get reparations for what happened to their family members And white people are fighting against this. So, think. I think the reason Rasmussen pointed out what black people said was they wanted to bring attention to the poll. Rasmussen is a very conservative polling company. So anything that they do is going to be slanted toward the conservative and focusing on black people, because it looks like they pointed out what black people said. I mean, really, what difference does it make? You ask people what they thought. What were they supposed to say? And this man, I'm telling you, the issue is not with what black people said. The issue is with how he behaved. He behaved as if black people had the say as to whether or not it was okay for white people to be white. I mean, black people don't have any real say on that. Black people were just expressing an opinion. Now, we just came through Black History Month, and we saw a whole slew of blackface and racist jokes and all kinds of insensitive things, including serving a stereotypical meal of fried chicken, waffles, and watermelons at a middle school to embarrass black children. But black people didn't fall apart over that, and I don't think anybody lost their job behind it, because it didn't make that much difference. It's racist, it's insensitive, but everybody saw what they were trying to do, and Black History Month went off without a hitch. But this man got so upset that he called black people a hate group. Now, we are a hate group because some random black people that we don't even know, most of us, we don't even know who these people are, said that they didn't think it was okay to be white, and another 21% said they didn't know if it was okay to be white or not. That would have been the group I would have been in, because, I mean, why are you asking me this question? This is a dumb question. It's a stupid question. Is it okay to be white? My goodness. Is it okay for the sun to come up tomorrow? Should black people make that decision too? He said that white people shouldn't help black people anymore. Yeah, he said that white people shouldn't help black people anymore. And I'm just trying to figure out what it is that white people are doing for black people. It would be nice if we were getting some kind of compensation. Black people have been robbed. And then said that white people should move away from black people, to which Joy Reid on MSNBC said, "How would black folk ever survive without you?" So that was a real dig at him. Like, he's going to move away from black folk. Like black people's world going to fall apart if he moves away. Ha ha ha. So white people should move away from black people. As I understand, the white people have been doing that all the time. White people have been moving away from black people all the time. It's called white flight. So I just thought I would come and mention this because I just thought it was funny. I mean, you honestly cannot make this up. This man got mad because of what black people said, and he has also said a lot of disparaging things about black people in the past. Now, he clearly doesn't like black people himself, but now it's a problem when he thought that black people didn't like him. I think people need to get help. I mean, this is what I think. You need to get help. You need to know when you're not functioning in a rational way and seek help, because you come across as being crazy. And not only that, you might end up losing your job. Now, the thing that ticked me off was when he said white people shouldn't help black people. Now, what are white people doing for black people? That is the question that I have. And we have to work for our living just like everybody else. And we are as entitled to anything in this country as anybody else. So I don't know what he's talking about, that white people shouldn't help black people. I don't see them doing. What are they doing? Except trying to keep everything away from us and legislate our rights away. That's what we see doing. Trying to take away the civil rights, trying to take away voting rights, gerrymandering the country all out of proportion. So I don't know what he's talking about, that white people shouldn't help black people. That's a very arrogant statement. But the whole idea that he was going to get upset because the implication is that black people are saying they don't like white people. That's what's got him triggered. But my question is, what did he expect? What does he think black people would say? And finally, I don't think black people would have gotten upset about it with white folks. Somebody might have got upset about it, but I don't think anybody would have lost their job over it. Because really, I don't think black people care that much about what white people think. And I don't think black people have any high expectations for white people. They pretty much shown us who they are over and over and over again. So I don't think anything that they said would be surprising or especially disappointing. As a whole, they have not shown themselves to be supporters of black people. They don't want us to have reparations. Anytime something comes up about black people in a poll, they respond. The majority of them respond in a very negative way. So my question would be, what did he think black people were going to say? And if he thought they were going to say anything better, then he's delusional. Matter of fact, I'm shocked that 53% said it was okay. You can look at it from a serious point of view, but I've decided to look at it from an amused point of view because it's a very frivolous question. It's a silly question. And I think he's a very silly man. Having a meltdown of what black people thought. Like he thought that black people were going to say 100% that it was okay to be white. And if they didn't say that, then that's a problem for him. Like, really, what difference does it make what black people said in a poll? And by the way, I think a lot of white people think that black people want to be white. And that probably came as a big surprise. What it sounds like is most black people don't want to be white and don't want them to be white. That's kind of, what it was looking like. But anyway, let me know what you think about the video. Thanks for listening. Subscribe to the channel. Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Share the video. And as always, have a great day.